Parents, welcome to DeArmonville Elementary, where our students are ready to learn. Our goal for this school year is to help students achieve higher levels of learning through improving quality of work. Standards reference grading looks different than traditional grades. It is important that students, parents, and teachers see a true picture of how a student is performing with each standard. If grades are average for a subject area, it can mask specific standards that students have not mastered. We want to help students to master all standards by the end of the year. Students should be able to discuss how they are performing to their parents. Student-led conferences allow students this opportunity to highlight standards that they are on their way to mastering by the end of the year, and also standards that they need to work on. What are standards? Standards provide descriptions of what the students are expected to know and be able to do at each grade level. The goal is to master grade level standards by the end of the year. In the classroom, teachers introduce learning targets for each learning experience. Students work on these learning targets daily during units of study. The teachers prepare multiple opportunities and wait for students to show mastery of learning targets. The teachers have the same understanding of what each child should know and be able to do. Teachers provide instructional opportunities to meet the needs of all students. With standards reference grading, parents understand what their child should know and be able to do. Standards are reported individually instead of being averaged together for one subject. Parents are also aware that their child has the opportunity to show mastery, not just a one test, one task shot. It is interesting to note the differences with traditional grading and standards reference grading. With traditional grading, the final grade can vary from teacher to teacher. The expectations for earning a grade is unclear, and the factors to average a grade can be unclear. The grade could be averaged with test grades, assignment completion, such as homework, behavior, effort, or points for a project. Factors other than mastery have traditionally led to an increase or decrease in the overall grade. With standards reference grading, the final grade describes a student's progress toward meeting specific standards or learning targets. The reporting is clear and specific on strengths and areas for improvement. Standards reference grading clearly defines the current level a student is performing at on a standard. The goal is for the student to be proficient by the end of the year on grade level standards. If a student is scoring at level 1, he or she is not yet meeting expectations and needs help or guidance, so support is needed. If a student is scoring at level 2, he or she is close to meeting the end of the year grade level expectations. If a student is scoring level 3, he or she is meeting the end of the year grade level expectations. This is the target level. Students should be scoring at this level by the end of the school year. Level 4 demonstrates that a student is exceeding expectations. At this level, students are demonstrating that they have mastered a standard and can show their depth of knowledge by applying it through creating, analyzing, etc. You may also see scores with a 0.5 on them. For example, if a student has mastered level 2 expectations and are beginning to master some expectations with level 3, but are not quite there yet, they could have a score of 2.5. Let's compare the levels with learning to ride a bicycle. When students are performing at level 1, they are at the beginning stages of learning. They are learning to ride, but they need to start on a tricycle for support. When students are performing at level 2, they are close to meeting grade level expectations. They are gaining confidence, but only need training wheels for support with balance. When students are scoring at level 3, they are proficient with meeting end of the year grade level expectations. This is the goal. They are able to ride the bicycle on their own. When students score at level 4, they are exceeding expectations. Students can ride a bicycle and do tricks. Assessment has more to do with helping students grow than with cataloging their mistakes. We know the primary purpose of the grading system is to communicate to parents and students. What we communicate is important and makes a statement about what we value. Part of our growth with this process has been a shift to a growth mindset. If students are not proficient with a standard, it is important to communicate to them that they are not there yet, but they need to keep working hard in order to get there. Teaching students persistence is extremely important. Why standards reference grading matters? Here are some interesting quotes. A huge mistake is that at schools don't talk to kids honestly about their progress. Once they turn work into the teacher, they feel that it's not theirs anymore. We feel like having open dialogue and giving feedback is very important for student growth. The time that you put into having the conversations and doing the reflections is more valuable than anything else that you could do. We love working with your child here at DeArmonville Elementary School. Thank you and have a great day.